Hey y'all, it is your girl Tara. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing okay. It is Monday morning and I'm gonna try and whip through this real quick, guys, because I was supposed to do some charting this weekend, but y'all heard how my weekend went. I forgot it was the weekend. And then yesterday I spent a lot of time having to do some assignments from my coaching and also from my Spanish lessons. So yeah, y'all, I got a lot going on. Anyway, so yeah. So guess what? Once again, y'all, the birds are chirping, the winds are chiming, the doors are open. It is Monday. And you know what? And on Monday, we talk about what? My money. So welcome to My Money Monday. And this Monday, I have a lot of changes or things to talk about in regards to a different direction in which I am working to take my channel, because it's in progress. We'll say that, because it's going to be hard getting out of the mindset of saving and into the mindset of sinking and budgeting, or budgeting and sinking. That's the biggest thing. That's originally what I wanted to do, was just budget and sinking funds, and not all of these savings challenges and stuff like that. I feel like the community, when you get out here to the budgeting community, it's not a budgeting community. It's more of a savings challenge community. Because I see a lot more people doing savings challenges than I do people actually budgeting and doing sinking funds and things like that. I'm not saying you can't do the savings challenges, but it seems there are more savings challenges, and then they save throughout the month, and all of a sudden they're distributing that money, and where it goes. For some of us, it is, like I said, and I said this before for myself, it is stressful to not actually have something planned out and then putting it where it's planned. And so I want to get back to that. That's where I started off with when I was watching Jasmine with Baddies and Budget, when I was watching Jasmine. And that's where I want to get back to. So I'm going to have to retrain the brain, insane in the membrane. Anyway, I have to retrain my brain to just get back to budgeting, to reduce a lot of these sinking funds that I have, to see if I really, really need them. And what I mean that I can probably compile them into one big thing, because I know that's one of the things that Jasmine did, is like my special occasion binder. I have something for the occasions, but maybe, just maybe, I just have a special occasions binder. I save a certain, or envelope, save a certain amount of money. And when you go and you actually set up your sinking funds, I have one for each, but at the same time, I have one actual envelope where that money goes into. So that's what I'm looking at, is condense. Now, I will say one of the things that really does hurt my feelings is that I have purchased all of this stuff, right? I've purchased all of this stuff over it's going on 2 years now that I have. And because I'm so OCD, I feel obligated to use it. And I really just, I have to, y'all, I'm just going to be throwing some stuff away, because y'all. But anyway, y'all just don't understand. I am wired really crazy like, and I think there are other people that are too. We just don't admit it. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get this started. What we're going to start off with first is, yeah, I got a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff. Like, I have all these binders. Like, I'm going to say this just, I'm going to jump in here. Look at this. This is so stank cute, right? This is my entertainment binder, which I'm going to stop doing. I'm not going to be saving for entertainment because I'm splurging and I'm saving for that. So I'm going to actually take and put this money into my splurge fund. So y'all see me kind of do that. But because it's the same thing. But it's just crazy, y'all. It's real crazy that I really love this binder. It's so cute. I made this. This is one of my first ones. I got the colored thing. And it's like, what do you do with all this stuff when you just start to downsize? I feel like when I was couponing, when I couponed, I, got all this stuff, and I didn't need it because I stopped couponing. But, you get all this stuff, and, it's like, okay, well, what do you do with it when you downsize? You can give it away, but can you? Can you really give it away? All right, so here's our gas money. We have $30 left in gas. Let me put this here. So we have $30 left in gas, which is not too bad. I thought I would have more. These are just receipts, because Lord knows I got receipts. But all right, so let me hustle. All right, so what do we have left here? I have $11 left in groceries. 11 in groceries, which I reduced groceries to $60 this week. Okay, so then I have, or did I, what did I do? I'll see what I did. Anyway, so nothing for household, nothing for household. Yeah, I had to get some stuff. All right, and so then splurge. Let's build a bag. All right. So $11 left in splurge. 11 left in splurge. Okay, food and snacks. Nothing left in food and snacks. Yeah, I wrote that all. I tried not to, but I was greedy. $20 for the grandbabies and nothing in giving because I decided to go ahead and take all that money out, and I need to figure that out. And then we have our change, guys. We have our change, okay? So I know, I'm sorry I'm gonna be a little boring. There are gonna be, there are a couple things that I'm still going to do, but I think that I just wanna stick to budgeting. I do want to talk a little more about like my expenses, what I've been doing, what's going on. Some people care about that. Some people like it, some people don't, you know. But I have to do for my brain what actually works for me. All right, so let me push, okay, let me do this. Let's see. All right, so we have 30 plus 11 plus 11 plus 20 equals $72. $72, and in which 50 of that, 52. All right, so I had 390 minus 52, so 338 over 2 weeks. That's 169 a week. I can probably bring that down. Well, the gas, no. The groceries, yeah, because I changed the groceries to $60 this week. I still have 25 for household. I just do that to keep that as a buffer for myself about, you know, just kind of like the extra things that I need. I do have laundry detergent and all that other stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. When I move back over to the house, we'll see. All right, the spending and the dining out, that's the biggest thing. Because honestly, spending $60 on junk over a 2-week period is really not that bad. And then dining out too, spending $60 on dining out over a 2-week period is really not that bad because some of y'all is crazy and Uber Eats will eat this up for y'all. So anyway, and then 20 on the grandbaby, spending a little $20 on the grandbabies ain't nothing either. That's not nothing either. So, all right, guys. So let's go ahead. Let me see what I'm going to put this money up. And let me see. I'll put this up later. I'm not going to worry about putting that up now into anything. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put a paper clip. Y'all, I got so many paper clips everywhere. Oh my God. So, all right. So I'm going to take this money and I'm going to put this money up, and I am going to, where am I going to put it though, y'all? I'll put it right here. And then I will come back and I will allocate that later on, but I'll do it offline because I'm gonna have to decide on where I want to put that. That's the thing. Since I'm changing some things up. All right, so then we're gonna go to this week's paycheck. I'm still working on my pay budget. I'm still working on my budget, okay? I just am. And y'all are gonna see it. I know I haven't really done a good job of this because this month is really weird. Since I am moving back into the house on the 26th, and my lease ends this month, I don't have rent next month, okay? But I need to start saving to rebuild the emergency fund. My emergency fund is being depleted by $6,000 because I have to pay the lease break fee upon moving. And I'm like, okay, well, that's okay. It is what it is. I knew that when I moved in. And I'm going to be working to build it back up. I just have to figure out, I haven't sat down and like thought about it yet. When I come to you guys, I want to have a full picture of like what it is that I've done. That way I can explain to you. I don't want to do it on camera with that because that just makes the video longer than what it needs to be. And so, yeah. Now the electric bill, the gas bill, and the internet, you know, all those go in arrears. And what that means is you may be using the services this month, but you're really paying for services for the prior month, okay, when you see your bill this month. And so I'm going to probably be paying this for both August, in August, not for, but in August, and maybe in September, because y'all know how that goes. Y'all know, they don't never send you the bill right. Then you be arguing with them about stupid stuff, and bless the hearts. All right, now my cell phone, that's just normal. These are the ones that I will constantly have. And you know, my cell storage, okay, my life insurance, life insurance, that's going to be normal. 3. And the reason why I want to show you guys these things, even if it's the same, is because I want you guys to see that maybe, you know, I can persuade somebody to get life insurance. They never thought about, like, you know what, I need life insurance. Car care. You don't need car care though. I didn't realize how much I needed a car wash up here until I needed a car wash. Y'all, I am going to start going to the gym. That is, sorry. Oops, sorry. I hit y'all with my boobie. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm old and crazy, so I get to say stupid things like that. But anyway, y'all, I'm paying for this gym membership. I had really high hopes, and now I'm just like, so what I always say, if I can't do, I'm actually, the first of the month is when I'm starting everything back. It's a half of the year challenge that I'm doing for myself, which is another reason why I'm cutting back on a lot of this stuff. But anyway, so we have that. Okay, so we also have our bi-weekly from this check that needs to be, and bi-weekly is $158. We also have our bi-weekly that needs to be done. And then did y'all know that I did not realize I thought I had cut off my Schwab for a little while, but I did not. And I have money in there that I need to invest. So it's like, okay. So my splurge fund, my bi-weekly. Okay. And so then we have Schwab. Let's see. This is going to be $6,000. This is what is, I have to take this out of savings, and I have to save this back. And so I'm also going to be doing, I'm calling it a debt for myself, because I know it sounds crazy. I'm looking at it as I borrowed the money from myself, because my goal with the $6,000, yeah, is to have it. And I totally understand to have that emergency fund. That's what it's for. But at the same time, I just don't want to, I always want to replenish it. If I can't help it, I understand, but I have the ability to replenish it, and so that's what I want to do. So that's what that is right there. So 900 of that goes there. Since I don't have any rent this month, and my rent has already been paid for, my rent's already been taken out for the month of July. All right, and so the rest of this, I'm going to just kind of, the moving, I don't know. I think the moving's probably going to be about $500. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know. So I'm going to come back to this one too. All right, so 37, and then even the moving may come out of something else. I keep saying I'm going to, I keep saying that I'm going to book this, and I haven't. So I guess I'll do that when I get off today. All right, so there we go. So what that leaves us, well, leaves me with is I have to allocate this, okay? So I'm allocating the gas, the groceries, the household, the spending, all that. That's what I'm doing, okay? And so the gas is 100, and the groceries is actually 60. And I'm just doing this, y'all. I be cheating. Oh my God, have y'all seen that cool trend? Oh my God, where they used the Black Eyed Peas song, I'ma Be, and the little young ladies, they out here, they're spinning their little camera, and I was like, y'all go, okay, okay. And it's right on beat too, and I love it. I love it. I don't know who started that trend, but hey, it's giving. Let me stop. I really love it. Yeah. Okay, so 60. Yeah, this doesn't change much. I don't know how this is going to change when I move back into the house, though. That's the crazy thing. And we'll see. 4. All right. See, oh, no. These videos are so organic. So I think 20, no, 20. Okay, so this was 20. That's 1. 30, I think 20, 30, 50. No, it's 60 is what I see it. So it's still 2. It's still 2. So 20, 20, 60. Okay, I think that's how I did it. Well, I'll find out. I will find out with the money. You know, that's just how it goes. That's what Janet Jackson says. Okay. Yes, y'all. I am a 90s, not a 90s. I am a 80s, a late 70s, 80s baby. 90s grew up as a teen in the early 90s. And we just are jingle babies. That's what I call us. I call us jingle babies. And if you thought of LL Cool J at that time, you is right, because that's what I was thinking too. All right, so this is normal. This is what I normally do, so we'll go ahead and do that. Why do I do this every time? Because it has been working, guys. As you see, I have more money left over than what I used to have. Oh, why did I go down on my 350? Good. Why did I go down, y'all, on my grocery? 4. So this is 7. That's 10, 11, 12. I went down on my groceries, guys, because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Because, guys, man, I need to eat what's in my refrigerator. I have all this stuff in my refrigerator. I need to eat it. Like I said, my goal right now is to work on my weight loss, and I have food in my refrigerator that I need to eat. I need to stop grocery shopping like a mad woman. I need to stop going out and getting things on my lunch. So there's things that I need to stop. And in order to do that, I have to scale back the money. And part of that also has to do with my half-a-year plan, my second half of the year plan, which is, guys, I have got to lose this weight. Not my job, but this weight. I got to lose this weight. I'm worried about my job, too. They about to pass this bill, and if they make these cuts to Medicaid and Medicare, Medicaid mainly, it's about to be crazy. I feel bad for people. I really do. I'm not going to get into all that because that's not what it's about. But I feel bad for people. I really do. This is crazy. All right, so I'm not even gonna, I sound a hot mess. Let's see. I want to count this, but we'll see. So like 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40. So 340, 340, 340. 10, 20, 30, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Plus, I don't want to get caught up in some of these savings things, and I can't save like I used to. We got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Okay. And due to all this going on, you know, I am concerned about my job, y'all. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. I work for FQHC, so I have 644. Not all of that's going in there, but I do have 644. But I work for FQHC, y'all, and so that's a fairly qualified health center. And the thing about working at one is that 2, 3, no, 1, 2, is that it does depend on, we serve the underserved, and those are people that usually don't have money, well, they don't have insurance. They're uninsured, underinsured, or they're disadvantaged due to location, like rural or inner city, and they can't make it to certain places. And so a lot of our funding not just comes from Medicaid, but it also comes from different grants and things that the government, you know, has in store. People, when they voted against their best interest, because I don't think people understand how socialized our system really is and how much the government was really entwined with things. And so, you know, I'm just a little concerned about that. I'm not going to lie. So we got 20, we got 4 of these. And so that's part of the reason why I'm changing a lot of the stuff that I'm doing too, and focusing on, you know, doing a different business. So we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And really getting into my Spanish because, you know, 1, making myself marketable, and 2, also having another revenue stream. All right, so we have groceries. And in groceries, we're gonna do 4 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're gonna have 2 10s, 1, 2, and we're gonna have 1 20. And so I'm not looking to get rich. We got 20, 30, 45, 55, 60. I'm not looking to get rich off of doing like telehealth. I am looking to at least make an extra $3,000, $4,000 a month. So we have household. Household gets a 5 and 2 10s, which has been working out well too. This has been working out real good, doing a 5 and 2 10s. I'm telling you, if you feel like you overspend, which a lot of us do, a lot of you do, you just do. You know, if you break your money down to little bitty bills, you're less likely to buy. If you saw you had $20, you'll get something that's $17 or $18. If you saw, hey, I got $10, you're gonna get something under $10. You'd be surprised psychologically how that works. All right, so splurge. All right, so for my spending, I have 60. That's going to be 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so 1, 2, 3. Yes, y'all, I can go to another, I can go to a for-profit facility. I can, but I really like working with the underserved because I was underserved when I was younger, and I want to give people great health care. So 20, 30, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So, you know, I feel really, because there's a lot of organizations and places out there that this stuff is really going to fall on. So we have 60 that's going in here. That's going to fall on 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to fall back on people. 1, 2, 3. The goodness gracious of people's hearts and donations and stuff. And I'm going to tell you, if you ain't got the money to give, which spending is down. Yep, the guy that didn't want to increase the interest rate because he knew this was going to happen. Guess what's happening now? Spending is down. Inflation is up 2.7%. Oh my God, y'all. And so, you know, it's crazy. And I feel bad for people. So we got 20, 30, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Now, it hasn't hit us yet, but it's going to hit us. And, you know, when it comes to healthcare, people don't really, I think big donors for land. I feel like, I don't know, y'all. I honestly don't know. We'll see how all this goes. We'll just have to see how it goes. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And nothing good is happening or has been happening. This is not the way it should go. But you know what? This is what people voted for, and people didn't vote for because they didn't come out and vote. Or they voted racefully because they didn't want certain people in. I don't know. People should have voted. Anywho, so, all right, so we did that. I got my cash wallet. Woo, got my cash for the week, y'all. Got my cash for the week. I'm sorry, I don't mean to depress y'all. And one of the reasons why is because I was reading, and last night I was reading about the NIH, National Institution of Health. And so there's been like a lot of layoffs because they won't give them the prior money that was already allocated for them. In addition to, as you see, they're making cuts across the board, and it's called a trickle-down effect. It happened with Reaganomics. And so this is Worsenomics. This is 2025, Project 2025-onomics. And it's been, and the guy is on, what is that? He is on record saying, yeah, they're implementing some of 2025. Y'all, it doesn't benefit us as U.S. citizens. Because it does hurt. You know, you think, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a hush. It just, don't get me started. But I read about it. And so, yeah, I am a little concerned about my job. All right. And then because people are losing because the funding isn't there, people that were in these positions like myself, these providers, they are now going to for-profits. And guess what, y'all? Everybody can't go to a for-profit because the crazy thing is a lot of these hospitals, especially the smaller ones, are being taken over by fund managers in addition, and they suck. And then these rural hospitals, it's always been required that there at least be one within a 30-mile radius and all this other stuff. If that funding goes away, that's part of the Medicaid funding too. So people's hospital systems are going to go away. That means people are going to have to travel really far or just die because they can't make it to the emergency room. Y'all, it's crazy. I've worked between my husband and I, we worked in so many different settings to understand the magnitude of what really is happening. And I can understand people don't feel like people should pull themselves up by the bootstraps and all this other stuff, but not to the detriment of themselves. This is crazy. So I'm worried about everybody. But here's what we're doing. So for the Thrifty Practitioner, y'all, I don't know. I am probably not going to edit this video, and that's going to stay in there. You can fast forward. I hope you fast forward through it if you didn't want to hear my boo-hoo, woe is me. All right, so it says new direction, but it's really different direction. So I'm going to take this channel in a different direction, guys. Direction I'm going to take this in is less saving, more sinking. And so I also should have put budgeting, but less saving, but more sinking on camera. You know, I still have my year-long challenge I'm going to finish, which is the 5K emergency fund. Whoop, whoop. And so then I also have the splurge savings that I'm going to do because that is now going to be everything. Splurge is just going to be, that's going to be my entertainment, my F-off money, my whatever for the year of 2026. It may not even be that depending on how the rest of the year goes. But for right now, that's what the goal is for that money. All right. And then this Christmas saving that I'm doing, you know, y'all, it is Monday. It's the 26th Monday to Christmas. When you get to the last Monday, the first or the last Monday before Christmas is that week. So, you know, some of us do celebrate, some of us don't celebrate, but I'm just letting you know it's almost the end of the year. All right, so off camera, what I'm actually going to be doing is like my saving butterfly, which is why I didn't allocate that. My grandkids entertainment, which I'm gonna do every now and then. Spare change, I do want to finish that up. Spare change, if you remember, is this guy right here. This is spare change, so I am going to do that. And then I decided also what I'm going to do is now I'm going to add in my piggy bank. That piggy bank is free out in my Ko-fi account, so if you want it, you get it. But my piggy bank. All right, so then what else? The activity. So the activity, travel, and the pet binder. I don't know how the pet binder is going to go. I said I wasn't going to finish it because, you know, my Vito, he you know, passed away. But at the same time, I hate that. Sorry, y'all. But at the same time, we are getting, you know, my husband's stepfather passed away, and so with that we are getting his dog. So I might just keep up the pet binder. I'll put a little dog right here, but it's still the litter box because I love cats. But yeah, I am going to be finishing this off air. Okay, guys, I am going to be finishing this off air or off camera, you might as well say. So this is going to be off camera as well. And then also my travel is going to be off camera. So with that, it has allowed me, I put up how much I kind of will need for each binder. The travel fund binder, when it's done, is done. That's another one that I think, like I said, when it has special occasions, things like that, I'm going to, instead of using savings challenges, I'm actually just going to do sinking funds. So because I've already started this, I want to go ahead and finish it. But in the future, I am not going to be, doing these savings challenges, which, like I said, hurts my heart because I purchased all this stuff and I'm like, man, what am I going to do with it? Because I hate putting stuff in the landfill, but you know, oh, there it goes. All right, my binder, this that I spent all this money on, I'll probably hold on to this. Actually, I'm probably gonna box all this stuff up, just not use it. And then eventually that box will go away. So I did do some of the things in here for my entertainment fund, but remember I just told y'all, I'm not gonna be doing this online, well, on screen. Actually, I'm not gonna be doing my entertainment fund at all. That's what all this was for. This is all my entertainment fund, but I'm just going to go ahead and put all of this into my splurge for next year. And so for anything that I do for this year, it'll just, I'll just resave for it, or I'm gonna eat that cost, you know, because once again, if I'm not pulling money out of my bank account, the majority of it's going to stay in there, and then I'll come up with a set amount that I'm going to then put into just, you know, put into savings for just like random stuff for the year. Now this one is the one that I love because this one is for my grandkids. I am going to keep on doing this. This will be an off-screen thing. This is their this I'm going to be using for their entertainment. And I purchased this from A to Z Budgets. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm going to continue to do because it is SpongeBob. And I love me some SpongeBob. So I'm most definitely going to be doing this one off screen. It's all the scratch offs and stuff. So there we go. So that I am going to be doing. Okay, so then let's see. What I will be doing, and I know I put this kind of wrong on here. Let me put this down here. Yeah, I will be doing on camera is going to be my high priority, my mid priority, self-care, and my special occasion. Those are sinking funds. Like I said, my goal is to get back just to do sinking funds. And I kind of have an order in which I would like to do my videos. This is mainly for me. I don't want to show that yet because my goal is consistency, and I want to consistently make sure that I am doing what I need to do on those days before I say, hey, here's the new lineup. But that's pretty much about it. So off camera, on camera, continuing to do on camera. This is going to be Saturdays. This is Sundays, and the goal is this one Friday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and this is like every other Sunday. So everything that I do is going to have to do with sinking funds, whether it's taking money that I have and I allocate a little more money randomly to sinking funds, or if I just have designated sinking fund day that this is what I'm going to be saving for my sinking funds. And I want to show that in my budget now. So that's part of what, my new direction is. So yeah, guys, that is it for that part. And the only other thing I had wanted to do is I did want to, where are we? Nope, we're at 33 minutes, so I'm probably not going to do it. I'm sorry, y'all. Which is, I have this money here. Now this money here, this actually is going to, for my sinking fund. So that's what this is for. I gotta put this up because I do need to do stuff my sinking fund for that. So I have to get that together, okay? So you guys will see me do that because I also have some other money that I had saved that I started pulling things out of places, and I need to, I need to go ahead and get that stuff distributed amongst this. But these are the box challenges that I did. Y'all, it's really hard not to go out there and print stuff. So these are the box challenges that I did, and I still have some money left over. And what I want to do is I want to, I want to fill up as much as I can of this here using this money. Because, that's what you guys do. And guess who wasn't doing it? Moi. I wasn't doing it at all like a dummy. I would take it, just save it and put it back in the bank. And, or not in the bank, but in my savings account. Which I guess at the end of the day, it was still good. It worked because then that's my birthday box. It worked because then I, built up my savings account. But but you know, I still need to get some other stuff done. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So $22 is what needs to go in here. We'll go ahead and we'll start off with the big bucks. All right, so we have, let's make sure, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So 22 is what I'm putting in here. And so what does that leave me in regards to what I have saved? We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 1, 82, 83, 84. So $84. Okay, no, really? 31? Nope, y'all, hold on. It's 31 days in January times 2, 62. Y'all, what's this do? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, 62. Y'all, I don't know what I did, but I was just dumping money in here. Isn't that nice to know? I'm not trying to save over what I need to save, y'all. Bless the, y'all see that, right? It's $62. Oh, bless the hearts. Your girl can't count. Your girl can't count. And so this is for the G Baby's Christmas. And you know what? That's why we're doing it, because it is 26. This is the 26th Monday to Christmas. So let's see what badness I did here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So $16. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Times 2 should be 56. All we need is $16. Let's see. Let's see. I know y'all. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of bills here. Y'all, everything I do here, I do with my patients too. I just want to let y'all know that's a hot mess I am. That's how much of a hot mess. 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Y'all, what did I do? What did this do? So 28 times 2 is 56. We're going to take out 56, y'all. We got 20, 40, 20, 30, 40, 5, 50, 5, 56. Y'all, I think I put some money in here and I forgot to actually color it in. I think that's what I did. This is why this is why I color stuff in on camera. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. You know what? 31 times 2 is 62, right? Let's see how much we have and what we need to add. How about that, y'all? How about them apples? 20, 40, 5, 55, 55, 60, 162. I did. I added money to here. Oh, I already, okay. Okay. Look at that, y'all. I didn't realize. When did I do this? I know I did this on camera. See, this is why I don't do this, because y'all, I have so much stuff going on that I forget to come back and do it. I know some of you guys, it's like, hey, this is the thing that you do. But I forget, y'all. I forget. Hold on. Y'all, why are y'all sticking through this crazy video with me? And I'm sorry for my rant, y'all. It just really hurts my heart when it comes to healthcare. That's my passion, and I care about people. So I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be, but I am gonna be all right. You know, I just worry about people. You know, I see my patients and stuff, and I know they're hardworking individuals and what they have to do, and it really hurts my feelings. It just really does. All right, so, all right, neighbors. All right. 28 times 2 equals 56. All right. The blues got it. The blues got it. 62. Let's do this. Blues, 62. Hey. I'm just saying stuff, y'all. I'm just saying, don't pay no attention to me. All right, so this one should be 60 then. 20, 45, 55, 60. I did, y'all. I did not color this stuff in. Okay, well, what am I gonna do with this money? I know somebody over there said, I know what you do. You can give it to me. You know what? And I could, but I'm not, because I still need it. Ah, this sucks then. What am I gonna... I can't believe I did that. 30 is 60. It's your little bunny. It's a cute little bunny. Yes, it is. All right, so this one, I'm not even gonna worry about coloring this one in because that marker. No, I better, because if I don't, 20, 40, 50, 62. When did I do this? When did I do this? Did I do this with y'all? I probably did, and I probably said, hey, I'm gonna go back and I'll color that later, but y'all, I didn't. I did not. I really did not. Bless my heart. So I'm sorry. I'm wasting y'all's time. Yeah, I have to color this in, guys, because if I don't, you see what just happened? Oh, man. I didn't want to edit, but I might end up editing and just fast forwarding it through this. And y'all just gonna see me like, why she put this in here? Because I did. And then I might not even do that. I might just upload it raw. Be like, here, like Eddie Murphy, raw. All right, now this one, I don't know. Oh, wow. Yeah, I counted that one. Okay, let's see here. What we got here? 20, 30, 45, 55, 60. Huh. Well, guys, I didn't realize that I had, that I did that. So that's nice. That means that I can use this money for something else now. This is odd for me. It is. Okay. And I'll just make sure that I'll mark these. That way I know that I put the money in here. Wow, y'all. I think I may just go ahead and do next month. Why not? Get that out the way. That way, just in case something goes down crazy. So this is 31. It's 20, 40, 20, 40. Y'all, 10, 20, 30, 30. Oh my God. I'm dumbfounded. Okay, 10, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. 162. There we go. All right, so I'll color this one off screen, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to put $62 down here. I'm going to put $62 down there. 62. Yeah, there we go, guys, 62. So we have this month done. I'll make sure I'll come back and I'll color it in. We'll see how I do this one. I guess I'm just gonna do red, white, and blue. I don't know. Red, white, and blue. 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 Red. Look at that. It's a pattern. So the next one's gonna be down here. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. Red. So you see the pattern, y'all? That's what you look for. You look for the pattern. Cool beans. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. So the blue goes before the red. Blue goes before all the reds. And I don't have a white marker. It don't matter anyway. It don't matter anyway. You can tell it's checked off, maybe. I don't know. All right, guys. All right, look. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, seeing what I had, red, white, and blue, seeing what I had to offer. And just letting you know about the changes that are going to occur. I'm just sticking more so to budgeting, discussing my budget. And y'all possibly gonna get a funny commentary from me twice a month about y'all's bad habits. And so it's not gonna be how to change all bad habits. It's gonna be calling you out on your bad habits and my thought processes on some of the things that I think about. Other than that, that's about it, guys. I wanna thank y'all for being here. Don't forget, if you like this type of content, don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. Wait a minute, I didn't do it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn those notification bells, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Toodles.